pistol round, as you can see. With this being the map choice of Phoenix, I'd imagine that's why SKADE, of course, starting on the CT side. They must have got the choice of side, based on it being the pick of Phoenix. So on the CT side, Rockin picking up a fuse kit and a couple of flashes. Over on the T side, then it's two players, actually, with the utility being Robin and Mighty Max. So it'll be interesting to see what they want to do. It doesn't look like it's going to be anything too special. You have, I think that's Robin back there, just throwing a smoke towards Connector, most likely, and then maybe a deep jungle smoke as well, so they can try and push around the stairs and maybe also try and get the CT spawn control. Let's see, though. Currently a retake setup being played by SKADE. Not that a fuse kit in the CT spawn, as you sometimes see. Instead, it was just Raf2 spotting it, willing to fall back off and give up that control. And I was going to say it comes down to a 5v5 retake, which isn't all too common. Maybe here a Mirage on the pistol round is one of the more common times for it to happen. But a very quick kill did come in from SKADE. A second one as well. A couple trades eventually coming back, and Mighty Max forcing the issue. Trades back Raf2 after finding one behind triple. So it comes down to the 2v2. Denny Slaw, struggling a little bit. Managed to get sandwiched in between the two of them right there from CT and Jungle, leaving just Rainwalker. There is a defuse kit to be retrieved. He doesn't currently have it in his possession, able to get it there in the spawn. But the bomb already taken away. Good positions from both of the Phoenix players. One on the steps right now who's able to pop up and just very easily take that kill. Crucial to close out the pistol round in favor of Phoenix here. So they're able to get off to a good start on their map choice. It looks like we probably will just see the full eco come in from SKADE. Getting the 2400, getting the 2400 in the next round will mean they'll be able to get themselves a decent buy. It'll be lacking in terms of the utility. You can see they don't really buy anything at all in this round because they know they can get the rifles, but probably just maybe a smoke and a flash behind them, not much else. The defuse kit, if they want to get that, they'll probably have to sacrifice down, get some FAMASs or even SMGs. So not much put into this one, just that single deagle for Raf2. If you can pick up a couple kills, that'd be nice. Do a bit of damage on top of potentially being able to steal away a couple weapons. That would be a nice recovery to carry over into the following round. Oh, but this is the perfect read by Phoenix. They sent two players towards mid to kind of just probe around. They have the other three waiting over in the apartments, and as soon as they get the short control, committing straight in towards B, which, as we can see on the radar, is completely open. And Phoenix just finding that out now. They'll be able to get that bomb down in the 5-on-5, and at this point for SKADE, I mean, they don't really have much to lose, but they also don't want to feed the money to those SMGs. So it's risky if they do want to set themselves up for the exit frags, because they don't want to allow Phoenix to just rack up the money by putting themselves all in one position for those Mach 10s to just farm down. And you can see, I don't think Phoenix are being too risky themselves, but Surreal is out on the hunt. One player up close in the jungle who should be going down. Never mind. Denny Slaw actually spamming away on that dig, able to get one before being caught by Thomas. The other three players just all chilling on the spawn. It doesn't look like they're going to be found. Phoenix thought that they had escaped out through the A bomb site, rather. Thomas getting caught. Yeah, actually sprayed all of those Mach 10 bullets trying to catch the player up on top of the boost. As soon as they realized that he had to reload, they just pushed him down. So good bit of damage in the end actually being found from SKADE, and they didn't really give that much away. Isn't this a best of 5? Yeah, this is a best of 5. Sorry, I actually can't control that at the top of the screen. Sure it's been pointed out already, because this is the same feed that the Russian stream's using, I'm pretty sure. So someone would have told them. If not, I'll mention it in a moment if it doesn't get updated soon enough. There we go, the first full buy. SKADE are able to get an op-out, but it has to be glass cannon rather on Denny Slaw. He's able to catch one being crucial, but the aggression from Rockin gets shut down around the connector, smoking and Surreal. He tried to creep out ramp, doing so with Thomas though, so he wasn't alone. There is the chance for that refrag, which has been found, but it's the AWP now posted up on Tetris. This is a dangerous position for Thomas. Actually, Denny Slaw just trying to get aggressive behind that noise that was being made in connector, maybe pushing him forward a little bit, but the smoke was down. Good recovery by Spellin to be able to trade that back, and now they know where the final player is, trapped in connector. That was just a blender there. Good recovery by Rainwaker and Spellin. Op being retrieved, the AK as well being picked up, so I mean, at least the op was recovered. Denny Slaw will be able to get Kevlar behind it this time. But overall, the buy is going to be fairly weak considering they lost 3 players after the reinvestment. You see no money being left. There is a FAMAS as well in play here, but overall a little bit better than the previous round. Can I in-game sound very low? Yeah, I'll turn it up now. Don't know why I went back down there. Easy thing about a clean feed, you can just quickly turn it up. Yeah, a bit of a mix buy here from Phoenix. They've invested everything, but as you can see, there's only the 2 rifles. There's a Mach 10 as well. Trying the Palace waterfall. Unfortunately, the flash didn't work, at least not towards the player in the spawn. He was just chipping away at the health, and then Denny Slaw again on the offlane around the connector side, and with a bit of a gap in the smoke is just dealing out all the damage. The bomb will at least be planted, but it's looking like it's going to be tough for Phoenix to actually take the round. As I say, that Mighty Max gets one, so he's got himself a little bit of bonus money between getting that bomb down and also finding the kill onto Denny Slaw. Unfortunately, the op deep down in connector isn't really recoverable for him, already on low health as well, alongside his other remaining teammate, which was Robin. It made it very easy for them to just clean this one up. SKADE should retrieve the op. They already have. Spellin has gone ahead and got it. Plenty of time for that defuse, even without the kit to actually work with. On Rainwaker, at least it was. 2-2. SKADE picking up a couple rounds in a row. This one being a lot more convincing. And of course, considering Phoenix invested everything, it gives them a very good opportunity in this round as well to just try and build up the economy. This one should be just the full eco. I mean, there's the chance for a few pistols to be purchased. WC Thomas actually goes for Kevlar. Gets himself a P250 behind it. Robin with the CZ and armor. You can also see the GG.BET odds, of course, on your screen right there. Phoenix are the favourites. It was 1.34 to, I think it might have been 3.14. So fairly heavily favoured in terms of the odds over on GG.BET if you guys do want to head on over there. But a couple of rounds in a row for SKADE. Once they've got the guns going, it's looked pretty decent. Phoenix themselves haven't had the greatest of buys, because into that first gun round, I think they did still have a couple of the Mac 10s in play. And then in the round afterwards, of course, where they forced up at what they could get, it was only the 2 rifles, a Mac 10, and then a couple pistols as well. So it's in the round after this one where we should see Phoenix coming out with a proper investment. This one, though, I'd imagine SKADE should be able to clean up fairly easily. There is the chance for damage always with the pistols being invested into, but overall this should be their round. Not too sure what this pause is about. Don't actually have the information, but it's been for a little while, so I'd imagine it's probably a technical pause, maybe on their side. Nothing really standing out, having a look at the ping anyway, but there we go. Pause has been removed. As we start questioning it, it is taken away. Good timing. I put up the in-game sound a little bit more. I was able to do slightly on my OBS. It wasn't like completely full. Oh, okay. Denny Slaw, this is when it's a little bit too easy with the AWP. Had the flash come over from his teammates. The pistols just trying to face him on mid. I believe both of them were deagles. But he just had easy pickings. Might just call him Denny, because I'm struggling with Denny Slaw. It's just not rolling off the tongue for me for some reason. Oh. Rainwaker gets absolutely destroyed by Robin. Again, a position where the weapon isn't going to be retrievable for Phoenix, unfortunately, so still just stuck on the pistols. Aggression up mid, bringing Thomas down to 1 HP, but actually manages to catch Spellin trying to jump back into connector. Quick P250 headshot. Does go down himself pretty quickly afterwards, but it's still Robin and Mighty Max, so there's the opportunity for more damage. I mean, I was going to say already 2 kills was pretty good. Overall, 2 kills is decent considering they didn't have a lot invested into that round, but it's still a fairly safe area for SKADE. They're able to keep 3 alive. Only have to really drop over to Rainwaker from what I can see, but they do give Spell and a Krieg as well, so dropping over both of the players who went down. Yeah, this is the first real buy here for Phoenix, but even then, it's not great. Utility could be better. They don't have an AWP to work with either onto Crucial. I think he's normally the one that would be using it. There's a couple other players on this team who cannot, but I would imagine that he is the primary. But for now, only the rifles available. Of course, that is a bit of a disadvantage since Denny has been doing a pretty good job with his so far. He's been playing around connector mostly, swapping it up this time though, actually aggressive over towards Palace, I believe that is. Thomas at the moment holding for any aggression that may come through, but against the Opto it could be dangerous, and I think for now he is going to go ahead and leave Palace, having not seen any aggression pushed forward at least. Denny wasn't getting too overconfident when it was just waiting for someone to try and peek into him. Oh, Spellin. Player already boosted up into this window on the other side. It's surreal, and the smoke is not going to last much longer at all, so this is going to be dangerous. He has no idea. Almost managed to take down Robin before getting dropped, but not quite. And even with the nade coming over afterwards, Robin is still able to hang on to life for the moment. 10 HP, but it is the 5-on-4 in favour of Phoenix. Let's see if they can actually close this one out, because they have 50 seconds left to do it. Surreal going to be left in a little bit of a lurk here, just boosted up towards the window. The bomb and the majority of the Phoenix players making their way back over towards A now. We see Robin on 10 health looking to try and maybe work as a little bit of a fake over towards B. Thomas actually catching Raftu as that smoke fades away on ramp as well. Surreal now able to pounce in on window. Oh, I was going to say, would he spot that player in kitchen? For the moment, not. Denny with the op. Actually with the deagle in hands. Spamming away. Manages to drop him the 4 health. So, I mean, right now, a few Phoenix players are just barely hanging on. This is definitely still recoverable for SKADE. Considering how low the time is as well, rather, this could get dangerous. The op peeking in from the spawn, Denny not able to connect, and that was their chance, really. The bomb was going down either way, but if they had found Crucial, he was one of the healthy players, then it would have been Mighty Max, really, the only one left to take those fights. Everyone else just barely hanging on, but at this point, there's just not really an option for SKADE anymore. Rocket and Rainwaker already calling for the save, and with it, they should be able to get a pretty decent buy-in. Rocket can drop 1. Rainwaker, he's not going to be able to do too much. We'll just probably reinvest into a bit of utility for himself. Denny can get the op out again. Spellin can buy for himself, and Raftu will be the one that gets dropped over. So as long as both of these players survive, they will have a good investment in the following round. But Phoenix are going for the hunt, which is dangerous. Robin going out for it on like 10 health. An interesting choice. But they do give up on it afterwards. They let everyone else just sit safely in the spawn to actually carry their weapons over. Robin will need a drop, but that's it. Everyone else, of course, also having to reinvest into utility, so it's not like they're building up much money. And now Crucial having that op to work with as well. I believe it was just picked up off of Denny's body. Let's see what they're going to go for in this round. Looking pretty standard, just put one player towards either bomb site to hold for the aggression and focus on the mid control with the majority of the players, 3 of them going out. Mighty Max over the smoke actually catching Denny as he, I believe, made the jump from window. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him to actually make a play. But as I say that, his teammates, they're making a play. Aggressive outer mid, a smoke thrown up on short, a smoke thrown out a connector as well. Both of them pushing at the same time and able to trade it back into an equal position for the moment. And oh, staying aggressive though, Spellin. That was risky. Almost got the timing on Surreal, but he was able to flick up just in time. Reclaims the man advantage now for Phoenix to work with, leaving Rainwaker and Raftu. And it looks like they're considering taking a little bit of a gamble and stacking up towards B. I think Raftu's actually just going to go in towards window now. He was coming through the spawn, so I wasn't sure if he was going to maybe just link up Rainwaker over towards the B bomb site, which would have been a good option. Because, of course, Phoenix now getting ready to push forward. Unfortunately, Rainwaker also pushing out of short. They're going to leave it onto Raftu instead as he flanks through under, and he's going to realize now that the commitment is coming in. So, info being given. They do still have to be cautious. Don't know if anyone's maybe lurking around behind in the apartments. But the bomb goes down. And both of them coming in from the apartments now. Good angle by Thomas. Mighty Max playing for the contact and actually fighting pretty aggressively. Could have been dangerous, but manages to get the headshot. And at this point, only Rainwaker. He hasn't actually showed himself yet, so they don't know he's in the apartments. So he still kind of has the option to just back away and save. Can do so slowly. Or can try and take some exits, which seems to be the goal. Mighty Max is going to be in trouble, very likely. Immediately getting headshot. Surreal on low health as well. He just has to book it out of there because the bomb will take him down if he doesn't manage to get out past short. Which he will be able to do safely, as will Thomas. So, 2 players surviving for Phoenix as they take the round win. Rainwaker going to be able to stay alive and save over 1 rifle, which is, unfortunately, likely all SKADE are going to have to work with in this round. We know what one AK can do, though. We've seen it in the past. You can never completely count out a team just because they don't have a lot of weaponry to use, because that AK can find 2 to 3 quick kills. Suddenly there's a couple extra weapons on the ground for SKADE to work with, and it can spiral out of control. Can't count out the Deagle and the P250 either. That are in the hands of Denny and Rockin'. But Phoenix, okay, they're going to just try and seemingly take this towards a quick A play. The only thing is there's a bit of a stack right now from SKADE, so this is going to be risky. Crucial able to creep out though. Spallin not peeking off the top of Palace allows his teammate to go down on default, hoping he'll be able to catch them off guard and steal away a weapon. But it doesn't work out. Robin finding a quick kill onto Raftu as well, and slowly but surely this stack is falling apart. Not a single kill so far, actually, apart from that one there by Spellin. I'm not sure how that worked out. He'd been hiding Palace the entire time, just on top of the balcony. All of his teammates die. He just runs in and knifes Crucial. Wort Gets the op. I don't think he's going to be able to keep it. They are already actually trying to hunt them down, so not going to be an easy one. And there you go. Gets wrecked by Robin, so the op will be retrieved. But a bit of extra money for Spellin. That's not bad. He can drop an op over to Denny now. Or I think Rainwaker's going to go for it. Yeah, he had enough money as well, so he's going to give it over. Oh, and actually they're going to go for the double up setup. Rainwaker doesn't give it over, just keeps it for himself. Denny also going to be rocking one. I'm pretty sure Spellin actually dropped one to Rainwaker after Rainwaker dropped one over to Denny. And then Rainwaker gave Spellin the M4. That's the way they managed to work it out. Oh, this mid-aggression that's coming in right now. Surreal jumping straight through the smoke. He doesn't realize there's a player up behind them. Rockin' going to have a free kill and looking for some more. He's hungry and, oh, that's dangerous. I don't know if that was necessarily needed. Tried to actually hunt down that kill on Mighty Max and didn't even connect the bullet. And in the meantime, the A-bomb site again is being dismantled. Crucial doesn't even need the scope. At least not for their second kill he got onto Denny. Leaves only Rainwaker the second off. Not going to be able to really find much at all. Getting one quick kill in towards jungle. Did drop the off actually out of the hands of Crucial. So that's a lot of reinvestment that has to come in. But it's looking at a 7-4 lead now. 7-3 lead rather. Most likely. Because this one's just going to have to be the eco. Again, they have the full loss bonus at least so they can get themselves out the pistols and some Kevlar. Maybe a little bit of utility. But they don't want to spend too much because we've seen that before. Spend a little bit too much on those half-buy rounds. You end up not having the utility then on the actual gun round. Whose pick is this? This is the pick of Phoenix. Coming in with the Mirage pick. It's not a bad map for SKADE on paper, but as we said, Phoenix choosing it. They chose it in that previous best of 3 when they opened up the group versus each other as well. And they managed to take a 16-5 that time. So what's wrong with the timer? Oh, it's paused. So it'll kind of just stay stuck on the time going up and down 1. But yeah, as you can see now, the timer back working correctly. That means the pause has been removed. Not much being bought up for SKADE though. Kevlar onto a couple players. What has happened there? Oh, okay. Not sure. I'm working off the clean feed, so there was something on the production side right there. But yeah, Scout actually coming out as well. They didn't have that a second ago. So that must have been a very last minute buy for SKADE. As I said, with the full loss bonus, getting $3,400 in the next round on top of whatever they can get from kills, etc. So they will still have a pretty good investment, giving themselves the chance here at least to try and drop a few weapons, keep the money low for Phoenix, keep it in a modest position. But it's not working out too well. Rockin' found the opening, but Sia kills fill up the feed for Phoenix. And Spellin left with that scout now, hoping to find something else. A second kill would have been very, very nice, but unfortunately Crucial. He will be able to withstand that scout shot to finish him off. 7-3. SKADE now going to be getting back onto the full buy. And they're going to decide to just go back to the single op. Denny's been doing a pretty good job on it. Rainwaker, I don't know, we didn't really get to see him do much because all of his teammates died while he was like in the CT spawn rotating over from B. So I can't critique his double op setup, so maybe it is definitely worthwhile thinking about pulling out later on, but for now at least, rather, the economy not sufficient enough to do so. And already one player going down early on from that ramp peak. Denny getting dropped as well, trying to get aggressive around the short smoke. Spammed down by Surreal, was blinded up by a flash of Mighty Max as well. Eventually, we will actually see Rainwaker getting one. A bit aggressive from Robin. I don't think he really needs to be pushing up around the B-App smoke right there, considering they have a 5-on-3 already. So that is a little bit dangerous, but Rainwaker's not going to stop at his aggression either. Honestly, I thought he was going to screw it, but manages to drop Thomas. Rockin' gets one on mid. What is happening? This is just crazy back and forth. Crucial spots the head. That's 2 in a row, and suddenly Raftu's left on the other side of the map. Wondering what the hell he's going to do. He doesn't have a kit to work with at the moment. I think there should be some around mid from the pickup. And it looks like he is going to take that route as well. But yeah, this is a tough one on 2 right now. Phoenix, since the guns have come back out, they've just been controlling this game perfectly. They've been working mid very well, always able to find the pick off of it and then readjust for a split or just a direct hit onto whatever bomb site they've been able to actually weaken. Or when they may think, of course, rotations come in. But there we go, Crucial. 3 headshots in a row to finish off the round. That was quite impressive. We'll probably get a replay. He actually found 4 overall, of course, found the opening kill as well. All being headshots, I believe. So, great round from Crucial. Otherwise, it probably wouldn't have been looking too good. did come down to a pretty close situation. I mean, SKADE, they looked gone after the initial 5v3, but then that aggression from Rainwaker brought them back into it. There was the kill that came in on mid as well. But Crucial is just too much to handle. And I believe it was Crucial as well who was just going off on Mirage when they played in the opening match of the group as well. So keeping that form up. The economy as well for Phoenix now just getting a bit out of hand. I said SKADE had done a decent job at keeping the money low, but over the past couple of rounds it really has begun to build up, and again, SKADE are not on a full buy. It's pistols, it's Raftu on an MP5 without Kevlar. He's gone for dual Berettas instead. This is a very interesting choice. I don't know what's up with this combo, because the aim punch is just going to destroy him with either of these weapons. Ooh. Spellin destroys Thomas, though. Does it with a Deagle. Gets dropped low, but retrieves an AK. I'd like to see him be able to give that over to a teammate who also has Kevlar, rather, just because he's pretty much dead at this point. Nah, it's the best of 5. Just the, okay, it's updated at the top now. Oh, Surreal creeped out up towards triple. 3 players already actually taking this A-bomb site. They should realize that Spellin's still aggressive around Palace. Either that or he's fallen back towards the CT spawn, but I'd imagine they will at least be cautious of Palace. They have connector control, they have someone spotting short, so they should be able to plant it fairly open. Surreal looks back towards the CT spawn. There's also a player wrapping around on ramp though, so this could be really dangerous. Again, I don't really like that Spellin's the one who still has the AK, but he hasn't had a chance to trade it to anyone, so it's not really by option. Surreal able to catch Rainwaker coming in on the CT spawn. Robin, he shuts down the flank from the other side, and eventually Denny and Rainwaker actually combine there. Surreal was kind of caught in the open, not expecting a flank to be coming in quickly from short, and oh, here we go. Spellin on the AK catches Crucial. This round's a lot closer than it should have been, but it's still not really winnable for SKADE. Unfortunately, the bomb's already taken away, and they don't have a defuse kit. Robin should be able to retrieve the op, though. You can see that Denny didn't want to allow that to happen. He's hoping that it'll be blown over to him by the bomb, and that may actually be the case. Yeah, Denny's able to get the op. Okay, there we go. The bomb taking down Robin as well. That was a strange round, but Phoenix still up 9-3. They have pretty good money. It's not the end of the world, but that was a lot messier than it should have been. We're back to the double op setup as well for SKADE. Been able to save one over to decide to go for it. Denny and Spellin instead actually going to be rocking it, so I know Spellin can op. He used to do it a bit for some of his past teams. Oh, and he's getting very aggressive. This is dangerous. I think he is aware of the fact that someone's already crossed over, especially since Crucial caught Raftu peeking up from Tetris, rather, but Robin with a quick swing in as well. Denny able to return one, but there's a player already out on Tetris that he needs to be careful of. Doesn't even matter. Robin was waiting. Crucial catches him on the op. It's a 4-on-2. The A-bomb site has already fallen in favor of Phoenix, and Surreal even looking out onto B may actually be able to get this backstab pretty quickly. At least on towards Rainwaker. Okay, he's rotating back because they don't know if the bomb's actually on the A-bomb site right now, but they will find that out pretty quickly. I do believe Rockin should have heard that from mid. Oh, and he may catch Robin creeping down connector. This could give them the open and back into the round. Surreal's still just being a nuisance over on B, and Rainwaker's aware of this. So he hasn't even rotated yet. So Surreal is walking out onto B on 10 health, has managed to keep this player in place for like a good 30 seconds right now. He is just trying to save, of course, but it's a bit dangerous. I don't think Surreal was going to try and peek him, though, so unless Rainwaker actually goes for the kill, I think both of them should survive. The only option really for Surreal would be to call in for a teammate to come up through kitchen, but there's not the time for that anymore. Oh, and he gets flanked out through the apartment. Rockin comes in. He was making quite a lot of noise as well, but took a couple seconds rather for him to react. Also heard that player stepping in kitchen, so well coordinated. Oh, but look at the odds now. They've changed pretty dramatically. It was 1.34, I think, for Phoenix, and like 3 point something for SKADE previously over on GG.BET. And yeah, now Phoenix pretty easily taking the lead there. Seems like everyone is behind them to close it out here on Mirage right now. But reminder, it is a best of 5, so still a long road ahead of them. And of course, this map is not over. If SKADE can get the final 2 rounds here on their CT side, get that pistol on the T side, and get off to a start, they can definitely have a similar T performance to Phoenix. So far, though, not looking good here on this round. Already 3 openings going in favor of Phoenix. Rockham was blinded, but Mighty Max, I don't know if he was even blinded. I just think he didn't see him. Fortunately, Thomas was ready for the trade nearby, but That was an interesting one. All onto Denny now. I think his goal will probably be to save the op, but a minute and 10 seconds. It's not going to be easy. And again, a lurker actually coming out onto B. It's Robin, and he's not being quiet about it. So Denny is aware of this. Oh, accidentally put my mouse over the screen. Sorry, buzz. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Denny managed to actually catch Robin. I think he was a little bit scared that there was still someone on the B bomb site. So he was being quite cautious. Bomb money now going down, and both of these players also being tagged up already for Phoenix. Has gone ahead and actually enticed Denny to go for it. Unfortunately, the first player he comes up against is Thomas. And with that AK, he will pick up a pretty quick headshot. 11-3. SKADE had a decent start. I mean, Phoenix got the pistol, went up 2-0. Then we've seen 3 in a row, I believe, for SKADE. But since then, since Phoenix got back on their own gun rounds, got back on the... Most importantly, I would say the op for Crucial, because he's just been lighting up, finding openings in pretty much every round so far. Oh, Denny almost actually connecting that one through the smoke. Not quite, though. Robin going to be able to pick up an opening. I'm not sure where. Crucial just absolutely destroys him with the wall bang. I told you, he's finding openings. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's going on. Crucial will manage to get those opening kills. Wall bangs down the first. Elevates himself above the smoke then to take down the short rotation. Leaving it all on Raftu. They know he's over towards Palace because he got himself a quick kill to pick up the AK, but he's not allowed to do anything with it. Thomas finishes him off. It's 12-3. And this is a convincing first map from Phoenix. I said, of course, 16-5 the previous time that these two teams played on Mirage, which was only 3 days ago. I was thinking maybe we'd have a closer one this time, but that's not the case. SKADE just not getting a chance to get going. Dominant T side from Phoenix, and I don't think they're going to let up on the defense either. They're getting bullied. Omega lol. Yeah, this is real cyberbullying right now. Obviously, that was just a joke. Cyberbullying is a horrible thing. But in terms of the actual game, yeah, this is kind of bullying from Phoenix. SKADE are not getting a chance to really do anything. Surreal quickly tapping off the head of the first player who's bouncing out of Palace. Bullets bouncing off his skull as well. Crossing over as they look to get the CT spawn control. So pretty standard play here. Just pile out of Palace, try and push into CT. They actually end up bringing the bomb with them. So that goes down and kind of delays the whole situation of actually being able to get the bomb planted now. So this is a little bit awkward. Crucial still alive in Palace. He's wrapped around. An easy enough kill on the bomb planter. Doesn't manage to get him before the bomb goes down, but he makes up for it. Redeems himself with a quick second. Mighty Max was hiding in the spawn, baiting off of his teammate. A nice little setup, which was not expected by Denny as he goes down. 13-3. 10 rounds now in the difference. And it's likely to increase before we see the buy come out from SKADE. Probably just going to take the eco here and then try and play for the comeback, but that is going to be extremely difficult. Oh, that was a nasty shot by Surreal. And then Crucial, of course, finishing it off pretty much. Not quite. It was Mighty Max to get the final kill, but he solidified it by coming in from Palace there and being able to get that quick double kill. Leaving that final player just trapped in the CT spawn. There wasn't much that he could do with players coming in from all sides. Can SKADE win this? Yeah, of course they can, but I mean, the way the map pool has gone, I do feel like the best map for SKADE is Overpass. I would say they probably will come out on top of that one, but even then, with how they're playing so far, with how strong Phoenix are looking, I do think that could be relatively close. I feel like overall in the best of five, rather, there is the maps do overall look better for Phoenix, and just in general, they do look like the stronger team. At least when these two match up against each other, because SKADE have had good results otherwise as well. Let's have Phoenix. But right now at 3-on-4. The full buy did come in the end from SKADE. Able to get a couple a few rifles, a couple AKs, and then that Galil on the spell. And unfortunately, Raftu, he's left on the AK after retrieving it off of a teammate. He doesn't have Kevlar to back it up, and with Robin also claiming that headshot on the spell, and suddenly it's become a 4-on-2, and the chances of SKADE just continue to diminish, rather. Both players looking to try and just creep up through connector. Let's see. One up close in sandwich, one over on default, and already Surreal able to spam down Rainwaker. Raftu looking a little bit hopeless, just chilling on the steps. Not able to connect the spray onto the player on default as well, and now that his position's known, his chances are pretty much 0. Indeed, Surreal just takes the fight and shuts them down. They're feeling very confident, you can see, over on the Phoenix side of things. And I mean, it's crucial right now, just leading the charge. 22-9. He has been unstoppable. Doesn't even have an assist, because if Crucial sees you, you're just dead. He isn't assisting anyone. 100 or nothing is pretty much his motto so far in this game. As we said, of course, he had that round where he picked up the 4K all headshots on the op. 14-3, and I mean, full investment from SKADE, as you would expect. At this point, it's kind of it's difficult to play for overtime, and it's just as difficult to try and force out in this round and try and actually pull it back. So, not really an incorrect decision, but let's see what they can get done. Deagles definitely can be dangerous, a bit of utility as well. A few smokes which will allow them to try and get this mid control with some flashes and molotovs as well. 14 consecutive rounds. I don't think it's been 14 consecutive rounds, is it? I'm pretty sure Phoenix picked up the... did they pick up the pistol? I mean, for the moment, though, we do have to actually focus back on this game, because... on this round, rather. Because SKADE have managed to claim the A-bomb site. They were able to trade back and forth towards Connector initially, and then we see Robin getting overwhelmed and going down. It leaves only Thomas and Mighty Max, and with the money that's in the bank right now for Phoenix, they may just want to consider saving this already. And you can see as soon as Thomas begun to kind of back away right there, the flash coming over gets caught perfectly by it. Made it easy for Raf too. Mighty Max coming in from Palace is going to be spotted pretty soon. He might get this kill, but even then, trying to come out of Palace in a 1-on-3 is going to be pretty much impossible. And yeah, you can see, of course, didn't have the ability to go for it anymore. Had to defuse it, but even then the bomb was already taken away, and in the 1-on-3, he just wouldn't be able to find the kills, and didn't have a smoke either to try and just stick the bomb. 14-4. SKADE get themselves another round, but it still doesn't really fill me with much hope for the comeback here on Mirage. Still believe in them, still being able to put up a good fight overall in the best of 5, but Mirage looking like it's going to be done pretty soon. Let's see, though. This round is not a great buy for Phoenix, so, I mean, definitely favoured in this one for SKADE, and if it does go in their favour, of course, Phoenix is going to be looking at an eco in the next. So that's their chance to at least build up a few rounds, get a little bit of momentum going for themselves before they go on to map number 2. Ooh. Oh, spamming back through the smoke actually does some good damage on the spell, and good coordination from SKADE. They stacked them with the nades. He wasn't able to survive. Rocket grabs Crucial as he tried to escape through Connector. Mighty Max drops in the spawn, and now it's all on Thomas. Has the UMP. If you can find a couple kills even with this, it would be worthwhile. Gets the first. Oh, that is Rainwaker actually peeking him, so full health, full confidence. I thought I was spelling for a moment. I was going to say it might have been an easy finish on the UMP. As I said, Phoenix being forced now onto the full eco. There is 2 P250s being invested into, so $600 total. Actually, no, there's body armor as well for Thomas, so another 650 on top of that. So it's not a lot of money being put in. They'll still be able to get the buy here in the next round, of course, getting 2,400, I believe, having lost 2 in a row. Ooh, oh, there's one from Surreal. Still Crucial hiding in the back corner, and I don't think Denny actually noticed them, so that wasn't called over. A little bit too focused on the player in the spawn, which he had every right to be, but some pretty good damage has been done. Let's see if Mighty Max can finish off anymore. The final 2 players are low. This is winnable. Only the USP, but it's also dangerous, but peaks the top of the steps and goes down to the Krieg. Rainwaker closing that one out, but that was way too close for SKADE. As I said, they only had 2 P250s, Kevlar on 1 player. And able to bring it down into the 2 versus 1, where both players were very low, and it definitely was winnable, even with just the USP. It's dangerous when you need to have such a convincing performance here on the T side to actually make this comeback happen. That's just not a good sign. There we go, the buy from Phoenix now available. Their first proper investment on the CT side. Well, not their first proper investment on the CT side, but their first proper reinvestment since, of course, being forced down onto the eco. They don't have an op to work with, and they have very little utility. I think it's two smokes actually left, 3 smokes, so it's not terrible. They do have 3 smokes, a few flashes, and then a Molotov onto Mighty Max. They have 1 defuse kit as well, but I mean, they've kind of just got the bare minimum right now. A FAMAS as well for Mighty Max. As it's a slow round so far. Different style from SKADE than what we've seen from Phoenix. They were going quick pretty much every single round on mid, just willing to take those fights, trying to actually isolate the fights against SKADE early on so that they could pick them apart and make it difficult for them. But a little bit slower from SKADE. They were expecting Phoenix to maybe try and push up a little bit around mid or elsewhere. Eventually moving forward themselves. 45 seconds remaining. 4 players on mid, including the bomb. And then Rockin lurking over in Palace. So where are they going to try and bring this is the question, because this needs to move pretty soon. They could still go up short if they want to try and take it on towards B, but they don't have anyone in the apartments, so it will just be the single avenue of attack. You can see 1 player hiding on the bomb site, 1 in towards the van, and right now it's just 1 player probing on towards B. The rest of them grouping up in connector. Robin, he heard the footsteps, is able to find 1 before going down. Surreal needs to be careful from Palace right now. Is definitely aware of the fact now that the Molotov has come out from Rockin, so he's just going to try and stay alive for pretty much as long as possible. That's his goal. Has to stand in the Molotov. Was hoping they'd just peek him so he could take a kill before going down, but it doesn't work out. Thomas pulls 1 back, and with that now the 3v3, the bomb gets planted. Oh, and immediately, actually, they're not going to wait for this. Phoenix just want to go in. Unfortunately, Denny was posted up at the op already, and the flash didn't blind them up. So they're able to take a man advantage and extend it even further. Denny just picking them off. It's all onto Mighty Max, and although he is the man with the defuse kit, I don't think they're really going to be giving him any chances. Was he spotted? I think Denny's just kind of randomly spamming. So, yeah, he kind of eventually gets caught off guard. Didn't expect Mighty Max to have already crossed. Oh, he's just trying to stick it. It gets peeked from ramp, though. It was looking like he maybe had a bit of a chance. The player from Connector wasn't peeking at all, but counting down the time and peeking in from ramp, easily able to stop him. Back onto the pistols for Phoenix. Okay, SKADE beginning to put up a bit of a fight. Now, this is good to see. As I said, even if they don't get the win here on Mirage, off the back of kind of pulling some rounds back, it's good just for them to maybe get a little bit of confidence back themselves. Like, okay, guys, we just had a poor start. We were able to get going in the end. Let's just keep up that performance as we head onto Overpass, where, as I said, it is SKADE's map choice. It's the map we look at where they should be most favoured in this best of 5. Very slow round again. Phoenix not really taking any gambles, just kind of going for a standard enough round themselves here with only the pistols, which, I mean, doesn't always work out too well. Sometimes I like to see a little bit of a stack up towards maybe mid or one of the bomb sites. Stack up towards mid, a lot of time you'll see them kind of like with a flash ready. Once they hear the presence close connector, just a flash over and the peak comes in. I just like to see something a little bit more crazy when you only have the pistols. Who knows? 2 players up close on connector right now. Definitely could do some damage. Robin already getting caught over on short though, so that's 1 player being dropped for Phoenix. Oh, and Waker actually clearing out that close corner as well. So Crucial and Surreal not able to do anything towards connector. The A-bomb site gets opened up, and that only leaves Thomas now over towards short. I don't think they know his exact position, but even then, he's not really going to be looking to go for this one. Just backs away. With 4 players low on health, though, which he could be somewhat aware of. They won't know exactly how low all the players are, but they know they've done at least a little bit of damage. He could potentially set himself up for some exits. Steal away a weapon, that would be a good recovery going into the next round. Phoenix, I do believe, have the full loss bonus now. Yeah, they'll be getting themselves to 3,400, I think, coming into this next one now, losing 5 in a row. So they can still get a decent buy, but still in the way an op even would be nice, a little bit extra utility. You can see he is hoping someone's going to come this way because he doesn't have a lot to lose. That's the thing, Phoenix don't have to go out too aggressive themselves. They're just going to be pushed in through ramp, just waiting around there. Here we go. Phoenix actually back onto a proper buy now. As we said, they didn't have the op and they had very little utility in that previous one. Again, not great in terms of the utility, but they have a little bit more this time. They have the op also to work with on Crucial, and they don't really have anyone on weaker weaponry like they did in the previous, where they had Mighty Max on the FAMAS. So a good buy here, and this is where I think Phoenix do need to close it out. Otherwise, it's going to be getting a little bit sweaty. At that point, I think Phoenix certainly would begin to worry just a small amount. Once SKADE hit double digits, that's when it becomes real. Like, okay, guys, we could actually lose this. SKADE go for something a little bit different. Grouping up over towards B. I do believe they're setting up an execute right now, rather. Yeah, they have the smokes going over. How much are they using? I think it's just kind of bare minimum, just down towards short to 2 smokes so that no one can actually come in and help out. Yeah, it allows Rockin to jump out the window, wrap around onto the bomb site, and take down Mighty Max extremely easily. And somehow Robin in towards Kitchen has already been tagged up low as well, but nice little nade from him. Returns the favor onto Rockin, so he's not going to be getting aggressive anymore in towards the kitchen area, but with another kill from Spellin as Thomas goes down, immediately it seems like Phoenix have just called for the save. Understandably, they'll be able to buy up again, at least drop over some weapons, but this is getting out of hand. It definitely is right now. Phoenix were up 14-3. It was looking almost too easy for them, but now it's 6 rounds in a row for SKADE. Oh, hang on, Denny could be in trouble. Yeah, actually sticking around right now. Surreal manages to pick up 3 kills, make it all 4. Gets the up. Double up going to be carried over into the next round. Some good damage, but there's still pretty good money overall for SKADE. It's not the end of the world for them. They're in a position where they only really need to keep enough for 1 extra buy in the reserve anyway, because they're at max losing 2 rounds and it's over. So it's not the end of the world, but it's good to get that second up. A bit of confidence as well. They're probably like, yeah, nice. Took down all of them. This is where we just come in now. We have the buy again. We have the double up setup. We have a lot more utility this time. And it's going to be Thomas picking up the secondary op for them. I know Robin's definitely capable of it as well, as is Surreal. Crucial making that short jump, but for the moment it's looking fairly passive from SKADE. They know what they're up against. They know the op was likely picked up. So that there's at least one in play on top of the one that potentially could have been saved, of course. Now they're beginning to work in towards mid. Crucial still aggressive on short. He's expecting a flash to come over at the moment, so a little bit with the jiggle peek. Eventually it will come in. Follows it up with a second shot through the smoke on the raft, who I was going to say only been able to tag him down. But you didn't even need vision the second time around to actually finish off the job. A minute remaining still, so SKADE aren't too pressed for time, but they do have a man disadvantage, so they'll be looking to try and actually pull something back right now before they make the commitment in towards the bomb site. Crucial, he's in trouble now. Leg down, the Molotov goes in, he's trapped in the ladder room. Denny's just going to try and push in with the Glock, and oh, he's crazy, just straight up goes for it. Takes quite a lot of damage, down to 50 because of the Molotov, but pulls it back into a pretty strong position. As I say that though, it just crumbles. Thomas finds one on the up on towards the player trying to cross out with the apartments, and eventually Denny going down as well, trying to escape back through short. That's a decent nade, but that could do some pretty good damage, and they almost lined up right there as well for the player pushing around in through the bomb site, but didn't work out. It's all on Rockin. 1 kill to his name so far. He needs to claim another 2 and only has 15 seconds to do it. And with Thomas in the back of the bomb site on the AWP, it was just a little bit too much for him to deal with. 15-9. 6 more rounds are needed for SKADE in a row here if they want to be able to take it into overtime. Not able to drop another one anymore. Oh, again makes the jump. This time it's a much quicker play though coming in from SKADE. Looking to try and double peek him. Oh, great flick on the Rafty. He gets destroyed. Only the shoulders were showing, but that was all that was needed. Unfortunately traded out by Denny, who was already up close in the smoke as well with the AWP, but it's still the man advantage again for Phoenix. They've come out on top of the early exchanges, and it continues to go in their favor. Robin gets another smoke down in the window to try and escape, but he actually drops into the underpass. I don't know if that's going to be expected. Rockin gets mollied as he was pushed out aggressively on Palace. I'm not sure if he's been spotted, but either way, good timing on that Molotov. Surreal pushing up on their palace as well. Is he going to try and come up the ladder? That is dangerous. Okay, gets spotted and immediately bails out on that idea, realizing it's probably not too smart. Molotov goes down, but of course he's already repositioned himself rather, expecting that to potentially happen. And he's in a good spot here where he may be able to find the bomb quickly, wrap it into your ramp. Smoke down for the moment, but once this fades away on the op, if Denny isn't able to hit that shot quickly, it's going to be likely all over. 1 versus 4. Not able to get the shot off in time either. Surreal actually walks through the smoke. Closes that one out with a 16-9. Again, though, it was 14-3 at one point, so a little bit of a comeback comes